Dear student, Assalamu alaikum. I hope by the grace of Almighty Allah, all of you are fine. I am Mohammad Shahjahan, Assistant Professor, Department of Accounting, Milestone College. Dear student, overall situation of the world is not satisfactory. We are in a special condition now, so stay at home, stay safe. Keep yourself neat and clean so that you can save yourself, your family. May Allah bless all of us. Dear student, this is our lecture 4 on chapter 5. This will be the last lecture for this chapter. Inshallah, by this time, I think you can understand little. And most of you ask lots of questions. So, I think you can clear yourself about this chapter. The chapter is accounts. Now you know little about accounts. Inshallah, next time also we'll discuss, and if you face any types of problem, of course you can make me phone, you can call me on messenger, you can write question on WhatsApp. Dear student, always ask me if you have any confusion. Don't keep any types of doubt with you. Dear student, after today's lecture, you can able to find the amount of expense, you can able to determine debit and credit of transaction, and you can explain debit and credit. That means which account will be debited, which account will be credited. Let's come to our class. Dear student, this is CQ3 from your books. Dear student, the first requirement, amount of expense. That means we have to find out expense. At first, we need to know what is expense. Expense means the payment by which we will receive service for short term. That means it is opposite of an asset. If we pay any money for buying any asset, that will give us service for long time. On the other hand, and expenses will give us service for short time. Dear student, look at the stem. Here only two expenses. We bought cement for selling purpose and we paid truck fare. So cement brought why? To sell. So just after one day, maybe when the truck is coming on your go down, in that time you buy a sell order, you can send it. That means this goods is not into your go down also. You sell it, so it is out. That means it will give us service for short term. And truck rent, it is also a short term payment, because if you hire a truck, if you paid rent once, they will give you service once. That means you buy something from Chattogram, if you bring it in Dhaka, if you pay 25,000 taka for one trip, they will give you service for one time. That means it is very short term. That's why these two are expenses. Dear student, our next requirement, debit credit. That means we have to find out debit and credit. For determining debit and credit, there are 4 columns. We need to do 4 columns: date, related account, debit credit, and amount. In first column, we will write the date, then related account with the transaction, then which account will be debited, which account will be credited, and last we will write the amount. So in first transaction, look at the related account is purchase and cash. We bought something and we have to pay the money in cash. That's why purchase account and cash account. Purchase account is debited and cash account is credited. Why purchase account debit? Purchase is an expense account. Dear student, you know the formula of expense. If it is increase, debit. If it is decrease, credit. So when you purchase good, it is increases. So purchase account debit. And on the other hand, cash is an asset account. So cash asset decreases. And the formula of asset is, if it is increase, debit. If it is decrease, credit. So asset decrease, that's why cash account credit. Next transaction. Dear student, you buy an office equipment So if you buy office equipment account debit and cash account credit. Why office equipment debit? Because office equipment is an asset. If you buy asset, your asset increases. The formula is, if asset increase, it is debit, and if asset decrease, it is credit. So you buy asset, you have to pay money. That's why your cash decreases, so it is credit, and your office equipment asset increases, it is debit. Dear student, next transaction, bank account and account receivable. That means you receive money from your debtor. Earlier you sold goods on credit, now they have paid you. So you receive money bank by check. So if you receive by check, your bank money increases and account receivable decreases. You know bank account is asset, account receivable also asset. That means formula is asset increases debit, asset decreases credit. So one asset here increases and another asset decreases. Bank increases, that's why it is debit, and account receivable decreases, that's why it is credit. And next one, cash debit, bank credit. That means you withdraw money from the bank. So your cash money increases and bank money is decreases. And dear student, you know cash is asset, bank is also asset. So one asset is increasing and another asset is decreasing. So cash asset increases, that's why cash is debit, and bank asset decreases, that's why bank is credit. Now, determination of debit credit with reason. That means here I have to write the reason also. Earlier I have discussed reason. Here you have to write why it is debit, why it is credit. So now the column is date, related account, debit credit, and reason. Dear student, March 18. Here you sold goods on credit. You sold goods to someone and they will pay you later on. So by selling goods, you did not receive any cash money. That's why account receivable account and sales account. That means you receive money in future. So account receivable debit and sales credit. Why account receivable debit? Because it is asset increase. Your asset will increase, dear student. Then sales credit, because sales is income account and income means revenue, it is increase, and formula is that if revenue increase, it is credit. If revenue decrease, it is debit. Now March 20, truck rent paid. So truck rent or carriage. Dear student, here you can write carriage also, because when we carry goods, we can write carriage. Carriage or truck rent account debit and cash account credit. So why truck rent account debit? Because it is an expense. Expense increase debit and expense decrease credit. On the other hand, cash is your asset and this asset is decreasing. That's why cash account credit, and you know the formula, asset decrease, it is credit. Dear student, now sales return. Sales return debit, account receivable credit. You know that sales return is revenue decrease. When you sold goods, that is your income, that means revenue increase, and if that goods return, then account decreases. So if income decreases, then it will be debited, and account receivable, it is your asset, and the person who buy for goods from you, he return goods. So when you purchase, account receivable increases. When you return, then account receivable decreases. So asset decrease credit. Then last one, you buy a motor van. Motor van is your asset, that's why it is debit, and cash is also asset, it is credit. Why motor van asset? It is debit, and cash asset, it is credit, because motor van asset increases, you purchase motor van, but cash asset you have to pay money, so your cash money decreases, and our formula says asset increases debit, asset decreases credit. I hope you understand. Again, I would like to say, if you have any query, if you cannot understand, if you have any confusion, you should ask me. Dear student, your homework, our math is over. That's why I have given you some important MCQ. Dear student, you have to memorize. If you memorize, inshallah, in MCQ part also you can do well. So try to memorize this MCQ, write in your copies, then you will memorize it. Thank you very much. May Allah help all of you us. Dear student, stay home, stay safe. Almighty Allah bless all of you. Thank you.